Shooting on NBA 2K24. What we finna see? Is it gonna be too hard or is it gonna be too easy? Which do you guys prefer? Sound off in the comment section below. We finna get into all the details, create this discussion. Y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub if you can. Firstly, I need to send a huge shout out to all you guys who support our platform. What a ride it's been. I had two large goals to accomplish for 2K24. One of those goals was hitting 80,000 before the release of 2K24, and it looks like we're gonna hit that goal any day now. If you guys haven't yet subscribed, please consider helping us reach our goal for 80K before the start of 2K24. The second and much larger goal was to make sure we hit 100K this year for NBA 2K24. Trust and believe I'm gonna do my very best to make that happen. And that means providing you guys with endless streams and endless amounts of content. In this video, we're talking about shooting for 2K24. And a lot of players in the community have extremely mixed feelings in regards to shooting. My personal experience for 2K23 is that shooting had a good balance. The only thing I really didn't like about shooting was that it was inconsistent. It had a lot of highs and lows. And when you were high, you were like really high. And when you were low, it was like a really low slump. Man, I tell you guys, I went through shooting slumps on 2K23. It was really to the point that I wasn't even sure that I was gonna get my shooting back on par. That wasn't until I signed up for NBA 2K Labs Premium and they recommended me a jump shot based on my user timing that I inputted into their system. It's a really dope service. I highly recommend if you guys are struggling shooting on 2K23 or you want to start 2K24 having the best shooting year, definitely sign up for 2K Labs Premium, and y'all be sure to use promo code AllCity and save yourself 20%. To start out this video, I want to reference this tweet sent to me by Adrian showing me what Kai said about shooting for 2K24. He says shooting need to be the hardest thing on 2K, like back on current gen 21. If you guys don't remember, current gen 21, it released a few months before the next gen version of the game, and if you did not have your badges, you were missing everything. Wide open didn't matter. It really undermined your attributes initially until you loaded your player up with shooting badges. Badge Plug responded to Kai's tweet saying, I agree, but not to the extent of 2K21, because then literally everyone makes a play shot. And that was a great point by Badge Plug. We got to keep in mind that these adjustments that we want for the game may affect the builds that a lot of players or the good majority of the players bring out. Kai responded to Badge Plug saying, nah, not like that hard, but dribbling and shooting should be the main skill gap of the game. There's one thing in regards to shooting that I want to bring to your awareness, and an approach that I think 2K should start taking more seriously. I don't think 2K has fully grasped and been able to execute the idea of what it means for a defense to break down and what that means to a shooter. And when I'm referring to a defensive breakdown, I mean like a player completely out of position, leaving shooters wide open. I think 2K has to find a way to kind of teach defenders how to be better defenders, and the same with ball handlers. 2K needs to find a way to teach a ball handler how to be a better ball handler. Teach shooters how to create better shot selections. I'm saying that because I don't think 2K's penalties for failing in these areas are as severe as they need to be. Hear me out here and don't chew my head off, please. The way in which you penalize a defense for being completely out of position and leaving shooters wide open is making sure that that shot gets knocked down. So I believe wide open shooters should receive a boost to their shot percentage. And I'm talking about a noticeable boost. And I understand that's a hard task with the game we have in front of us because 2K has trouble figuring out what's considered a wide open shot. There's a big reason as to why I say 2K's coding needs to be reworked from the ground up. How many times have you guys seen ball handlers without penalty run directly into a defender? If 2K maintained the defense that they presented us with in the beginning of the year for 2K23, trust and believe a lot of these ball handlers will find different ways to get open and they will definitely not be running into a defender. The lack of penalty really allows a lot of players to create some bad habits. And those bad habits, in my opinion, make the community as a whole seem like we got a low average IQ. And I already know a lot of you guys are like, hey, just because he's butt cheeks doesn't mean that I play anything close to how that man plays. Quite often, I feel like 2K lacks those teachable moments to help discipline players. This is why you see a lot of players with lower IQ just migrate toward each other, and there's no like progression in their gameplay. The same low IQ player they were in the beginning of the year inevitably because of 2K's gameplay mechanics, will have the same amount of IQ by the end of the year. The game itself lacks indicators to let you know that you're not making proper progression. And that is until you guys step on the court with a bunch of sweats. Trust and believe, my intention is not to insult anybody with these statements. We have a proven track record within our community of taking average lower IQ players and tremendously increasing their IQ. Defensive awareness, offensive spacing, particular disciplines, shot selections, those minor things that the game itself, the gameplay, 2K does not incorporate into the game. Now, although I do like what shooting was in 2K23 overall, there's still a bunch of instances that I experienced leave me scratching my head and hoping that they do not get added to 2K24. Shot timing fluctuations are definitely one of those things I don't necessarily want to see added for 2K24. I just feel like if 2K kind of brought it back to basics and said, here, wide open shot, an NBA player is going to knock those down a good majority of the time. A contested shot is going to prove to be more difficult for the player to knock that shot down. I think 2K thought speeding up your shot when a defender is in the vicinity is going to make it more difficult for you to hit your shots, and I don't know how they came to that assumption when shooting quicker shots was always proved to be a benefit for shooters out there. And how about those lead passes that move a shooter? You have no control over your shooter. It moves your shooter from a wide open position, let's say like around the hash area. You guys are coming down court, you see your homie, he's setting up for a three-pointer at the hash area, and that lead pass drags him all the way down to the corner. Something that was never in 2K games, at least not to that extent. Now, I could go on and on about shooting on 2K23, and the weird thing about it is that I consider this one of the most balanced years for shooting. It just goes to show how much more work needs to be done for shooting to be where it needs to be. As always, I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts about what you want to see for shooting on 2K24. Sound off in the comment section below. Your feedback is always truly appreciated. If you guys are looking for players to run with on 2K, join our Discord. 26,000 members, 26,000 players for you guys to run with. The link for Discord will be in the description below. Y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more NBA 2K24 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.